If you are stud out here dating, you already know it's not all roses and love songs. In fact, there are some harsh realities we need to talk about. Things that could save you a lot of time, energy, and even heartbreak. And I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. These are straight facts. What it's really like dating as a masculine presenting woman. Whether you've been in the game for years or you just starting out. These are things you need to know. And make sure you stick around for that 7 harsh truth, because I'm going to tell you something. It's one that can make or break your relationships. Let's get into it. So, the first harsh truth that we need to talk about when dating as a stud lesbian, a masculine presenting woman, a dom, AG, tomboy, whatever you identify as. Number one, man, you got to realize some women expect you to be a man. I mean, they assume you should lead, pay, and be the strong one all the time. And if you show emotions or vulnerability, some will see that as a weakness. We are not men. You are not a man. You are a masculine presenting woman. And there's a difference. So you got to realize when you're dealing with some women, I'm not going to generalize everyone. Some women expect you to have the same energy and the same aura as a man. And that's not the case. That's where communication is key. We must have an open line of communication. Baby, wherever you weak, I'm strong. Vice versa. Wherever I'm weak, you strong. It's about having that proper duality. Because at the end of the day, we are both women. And women, we are emotional creatures. See, one energy has to balance the other one out. See, this is real talk right here, ladies. See, this conversation is not being had. We have to understand how to maneuver these things in the proper perspective. Now, this segues into the second harsh truth. For my women out there who love turning women out, for those who like them straight women, I'm going to tell you something, man. There's a possibility that your girl might leave you for a man. When I was young, coming up in the game, man, I used to love turning them straight ones out, boy. Man, let me tell you something, man. Some femmes date studs as a trial run before going back to men, dog. And you got to be okay with that. And that's the harsh reality. And another thing, see, bisexual women, they get judged unfairly. But some genuinely struggle with their attraction to both. I've dealt with this. Once again, this is not generalizing people. We're talking straight facts here. This is from a non-biased opinion. We not sugarcoat nothing, but some bisexual women, see, they get a bad rap because they thinking that, they flip-flopping. But I know some bisexual women that if they speaking with you right now, they dealing with you. They not dealing with no men. And that's what it is. They move with honor. But some bisexual women, they do not. They trying to have the cake and eat it too, baby. One day they strictly dickly, other day they dyking. But see, you got to be okay with that though. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you feel like you're competing with men, she might not be fully invested in you. So what does that mean? You have to be totally confident. Baby, I'm the best thing. I'm the best thing that happened to you, man. See, that's the type of energy. That's the type of energy that you have to embody. See, women love confidence, dog. And you sitting over here, you tucking your tail because you thinking your woman about to go and talk to some dude because the dude he looking at her, man. Dudes gonna be dudes, man. Other studs gonna be studs, man. If you got a bad joint, people gonna get at your woman. You gotta set them boundaries, baby. If y'all are dating exclusively, you gotta let that be known. Listen here. If we are exclusive, I'm not going to put up with this, and this. That communication is key. See, communication saves the nation. And we talking about within any relationship, straight, gay, bi, whatever. Business relationships. Communication, clear and concise communication can save you some trouble. Do you hear me? The third harsh truth when dating as a stud, you'll face more tests than the average partner. Now, some films will test your loyalty by creating drama or jealousy, right? Some of them expect you to financially provide without reciprocity. You know, them arguments can feel like a power struggle to see if you act like a man. Baby, I'm stating these facts right now. See, this type of game right here, this type of information is not being told nowhere, dog. These are the things that we have to deal with. Being that it's 2025, people are still side-eyeing us. They're still glaring. They're still giving us those envious looks. So you got to be okay with that. You got to let it be known that, hey, baby, we standing with honor. We not letting nobody come between our relationship, because they're going to try to do it. You're going to face more challenges, more grief. Being that you're the masculine dominant, being that you are the one that goes against society norms every time. Prime example. and this happens to me on a daily basis, man. You know, I'm out shopping centers, grocery stores, wherever, random spots, right? People, see, they try you, right? Hey, how you doing, sir? What can I help you with, sir? I check them every time. And you know I ain't no damn man. See, little things like that, little tests like that. See, they'll do something like that to you when they see that you with your girl. And you check that shit every time. Don't let it go by. Every time somebody say, oh, sir, or ma'am. You see I'm a woman. You see these damn titties. You see I don't look like no man. Look at me in my face. Just because I got these clothes on, that don't mean that I look like no man. See, you trying me. And see, we're going to talk about this more in depth in another video. But see, facing those little shit tests like that, you got to be prepared. And so the fourth harsh truth of dating as a masculine presenting woman, man, sometimes your role will be assumed before you even speak. People will automatically expect you to dress, act, and behave a certain way. Some films assume you will be dominant and in control of everything and all of the time. And the truth is, masculinity looks different for every stud. You define that your own. You have to define this within your life. What does your dominance look like? And see, this is why I'm a huge advocate of finding yourself first. You must find yourself before you can try to go and build a relationship with somebody else, because at the end of the day, we are in a very unique space. This is not a male and female relationship. Those gender roles, they stand, right? Now you got some gender roles out there where the men be women and the men be women and the women be men. But for the most part, you know exactly what's going on in a heterosexual relationship. But see, when we are dealing with two women, is different. You have to know yourself in and out before you can try to go and cultivate a relationship, because you must understand what you bring, how you can navigate the situation, and what you're looking for within a partner. What does your masculinity look like? I'm going to give you an example. For me, myself, man, I've been like this since a jit, man. I mean, when you talk about we playing house in elementary school, I'm playing a daddy, I'm taking out the trash. You know, this is just me. I've been like that since a little girl, man. I used to always fantasize about just taking care of my family. I have a high sense of protection, dominance. I strive to take care of mine. And I'm living with that purpose every single day. I'm doing every single thing that I need to do to put myself in that position to where I can take care of everybody in my family. See, I didn't get that protection and that provision coming up. So me lacking that, see, I embodied that. That's what my masculinity looks like. When you talk about taking lead and control, that's me. And I want to say this, I want to clear this air. I am highly in tune with my femininity. I am very nurturing. Very nurturing. I have nurturing energy. I love taking care of my woman. My baby been on her feet all day. Come here, baby, give me her feet. Take them shoes off, baby. I got you. See, it's a perfect balance. But see, for the most part, I strive to take care of my woman. My woman now. See, we talking about exclusive relationships. And I let that be known before we even get into a place to where we're exclusive. I let that be known. This is what my life looks like. This is what I'm looking for in a relationship. The fifth truth of dating as a stud. Fetishization is real. Let's get into it. See, some femmes date studs for the aesthetic, but don't respect them as individuals. Let's get into it now. I know that this one might ruffle a few feathers. I ain't here to stroke your ego, man. I'm here to get a game. We need this, man. See, they love the look of being with the stud, but don't want the reality of a real relationship, man. You gotta let that shit be known. Listen, if you get that vibe, couple of weeks in, maybe even a month or two, you having more in-depth conversations with her, and if you are seeking to escalate the relationship into something deeper, and then you see that she's not really indulging in those conversations, you see that she's deflecting, you gotta let that be known. Look, baby, I'm not a trophy. I'm not a trophy or just a phase. I'm a real person too. You gotta watch out for women who sees you as a type instead of a person. I've dealt with this in my past. Me being a star athlete, man. I hooped. I played ball all my life. I would come across females. They wanted to have just the status of being with the best basketball player on the team. They wanted to be with the best girl that was on the team on campus. Baby, I'm not your trophy. Hey, you talking about, do you like me for me or what? Now, once again, I'm going to tell you something. If you out here, if you just want to have your fun and date around, man, that's on you, man. This video, I'm talking specifically dating, and more so seriously dating. These are the type of conversations that need to be had. We have to put it out there. The 6 harsh truth of dating as a stud, as a mass presenting woman. Other studs might see you as competition, man. It's a whole nother video right here, man. Best believe we're gonna go in depth on that one. But instead of supporting each other, some studs seeing dating as a competition, man. See, this toxic masculinity exists in the stud community. And most of them, see, they take it to the extreme. They take it to the extreme, dog. Studs can be very territorial over femmes, man, which can lead to unnecessary drama. Prime example. I'm at the gym, right? And it was one of them gyms that is inside of a apartment complex, so it was a kind of smaller gym. And there was a lesbian couple in there. You know, you had the stud and the femme, you know. And anytime I see a lesbian couple, I always salute. Every single time, I always salute. I salute the stud first, bruh. Most of the time, I don't even look at the femme. That's just me. That's just how I move, dog. If I see a lesbian couple, dog, I'm saluting the stud. I'm saying what up. I'm nodding. I'm acknowledging that stud. That's just how I am, dog. Let me give you some context. Your girl was sliced and diced, baby. You know what I'm saying? I had that melanin out. We showing skin now. Hey, it wasn't a hoodie workout that day. See, I mostly work out in hoodies, right? That day that sun was out, man. That melanin popping, boy. You hear me? Soon as I opened up the door, man, I saw them. I made eye contact with the stud. I nodded. This girl ain't even nod back to me. She looked me dead in my eye. She glared at me and did not nod back, bruh. That's the number one thing. And I smirked. I said, okay, I see what we gonna be dealing with. And I ain't even gonna hold you, fam. I'm not even gonna hold you. See, this was a couple years ago. I was definitely more petty. I was petty, bro. I was so petty. I'm not even gonna hold you. So just by her doing that to me, bro, I would do little slight shit like go over there, whatever be at within a couple of feet. I bang out a set of hammer curls, bro. Right there, her girl seeing me, bro. Like little shit like that, bro. Like, but that ain't me no more, bro. That ain't me. But I only did that because she gave me that energy first, man. I'm saluting you. I came into the vicinity and I'm saluting you, big dog. But you want to give me this glare. What really pissed her off? Her girl asked me. Her girl came over here. She was like, she said, her girl looked at me. She said, are you a trainer? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, where you train at? I said, I have my own facility not too far from here. I specialize in basketball skills development for the kids, and I focus on weight loss and muscle gain. Yeah, I said you should come check us out. And when I said that, I was looking at both of them. I still was moving with honor. I still was moving with some dignity, bruh. I said y'all should come check us out. Bruh, she did not want the stud. She did not want to. And I'm still inviting her to come to the conversation. And so the femme, she goes and said, oh, you do training? Oh, she said, my little nephew, he plays basketball. Guess what? Bagged it, got the number. But it was business though. I ain't sit there and do that in front of her girl like that. It was strictly business. So I got her number just to, get her little nephew to get him some sessions, right? But still though, the femme approached me. Whole time the stud in her feelings, dog. So this little unspoken competition that studs got within one another, man, that shit got a dead, bruh. Throw that shit out the window, bruh. Cause at the end of the day, we all we got, bruh. And I ain't sitting up here, man. This ain't no damn Martin Luther King speech. We all are one. I have a dream. Nah, man. But it's just like saluting one another, man. You don't even see a lot of us out here, bro. In your regular stores. It's not a lot of us out here, man. We're anomalies, man. So the least thing that we could do is be there and support and acknowledge one another, dog. Now the seventh harsh truth. Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. If you don't remember nothing else I said, you got to remember this. Matter of fact, I need for you to get a notepad. Write this here down. If you have not been taking notes this whole time, you need to write this one down. Emotional maturity is imperative. Emotional maturity is super, super important. See, this one right here, it's the one that can make or break your relationships. So listen, some femmes use emotional manipulation, the silent treatment, the guilt tripping, the testing your reactions. See, they use these tactics to test your realness, man. See, many don't even take accountability, always making you the problem. And without that emotional maturity, a relationship with them can feel more like babysitting than a partnership. It is two women, two feminine sources. Now, when the unforeseen circumstances come about, the little arguments, the chit chat, the banter back and forth, see, one of y'all have to embody that maturity, that emotional maturity, that emotional intelligence. It's not always about winning a damn argument. You know how we are. We're super emotional. We not backing down. Let her win the argument, dog. Let her win it, man. If it's something petty. Now, if it's something that goes against one of your non-negotiables, then you're going to have to nip that shit in the bud, baby. There comes a point in time where you just somebody's emotional punching bag. And that is not what we're going to accept, because we hold ourselves to a high standard. All right? So quick recap. Number 1, some women expect you to be a man. They assume you to lead, pay for every single thing, and be strong all of the time. And if you show any signs of vulnerability, emotions, some can see that as a weakness. And understand that you are not a man. You are a masculine presenting queen. And there's a difference. Number 2, for the women who love them straight women, there's a possibility that your girl might leave you for a man. And you gotta be okay with that. Some femmes date studs as a trial run before going back to men. They done went through it with their baby daddy or went through it with a boyfriend, and they gonna come and test the waters over here with us. And if you feel like if you're competing with men, she might not be fully invested in you. Number 3, you'll face more tests than the average partner. Some femmes will test your loyalty by creating drama or jealousy. They expect you to financially provide without reciprocation. Arguments can feel like a power struggle to see if you act like a man. Number 4, your role will be assumed before you even speak. People will automatically expect you to dress, act, and behave a certain way. Some femmes assume you will be dominant and in control of every single thing. And the truth is, masculinity looks different for every single stud. And you have to define that within your own life. How does your masculinity look? Understanding what you bring and how you react, the type of things that you're going to put up with, the type of things that you're going to bring to the table in the relationship. Number 5, fetishization is real. See, some femmes date studs for the aesthetic, but they don't respect them as individuals. They love the look of being with a stud, but don't really foresee them in a real relationship. Number 6, other studs might see you as competition. Instead of supporting each other, some studs see dating as a competition, man. And toxic masculinity exists in the stud community, with some of them taking it to the extreme. And studs can be very territorial over femmes, which can lead to unnecessary drama. And number 7, the 7th harsh truth about dating as a masculine presenting woman. Emotional maturity is imperative. You must embody emotional maturity. And this is the one that can either make or break your relationships. Without that emotional intelligence, a relationship with them will feel more like babysitting than an actual partnership. In closing, At the end of the day, man, dating as a stud comes with its own unique challenges. But if you recognize these truths early on, you can avoid a lot of unnecessary stress and heartbreak. And I want you to write down in the comments, what's been your biggest struggle dating as a stud? I want to hear your experiences, from my well-seasoned studs to the newbies out there, man. I want to hear your stories. Drop it down low in the comments, man. Let's have this conversation. And if you really found value in this content, make sure that you like it. Let's push it out into the algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop in this fire game, man. It's the one and only, a masculine queen. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Love.